Hi, this video is about starting your setup as a school administrator or teacher when you want to invite other teachers to participate in Studio Go. Ultimately, this will bring you to invite students and set everything up, but we're going to start simple and just get things started. The first thing you need to do is go to the Studio Go app, so go.studio.app on the web. You have to agree to the terms. We don't do anything bad, no worries. And create your account. So I'll just click on this, sign in with my Google account. And this Google account is just a generic Google account. So you would use your own Google account that you have as a teacher or an administrator. Now, there's a little bit of an onboarding thing. Make sure you select educator or school personnel to get started and click continue. So I want to create a school here. If you were responding to an invite from somebody else in your school, you would go to join an existing school, and it would either provide you with a code, not provide you, but allow you to enter a code, or basically you could be auto matched to a school if your name was already added. So I'll click create a school here. So the school basically has to have a name of some sort, typically the name of your school. So I'll just call it the Studio Go School and create. So that's pretty much it. The next thing you need to do is to connect Google Classroom to your school. Now, if you're not a teacher and you don't have Google Classes, you don't need to do this. If you're the Google admin for your school, then this is great. It'll allow you to connect every teacher automatically, which is really convenient. And that's the case for me, but um, I don't want to do that right now. I want to show you the more individual way of connecting this. So I'll skip this for now. And here we are. We're in the administrative portal for a school. That's where you're taken when you're an administrator. Now, what might happen is if you've tried, using Studio Go a little bit before, maybe you tried a student account or something else, you might not end up here. You might have just logged in. And that's an indication that you've gone through this before. Now, if you want to start from scratch, here's what you do. You would see this screen here with the little onboarding steps on the bottom here and the sidebar with the different views. And down here are the settings or the preferences. So I'll click on that. And within all of these settings, and we'll look at some of those today, but what you want is account management. And basically delete your account. By doing this, you'll clear up all the data we have on this Google account. It will just reset everything. Now, once you do this, you're going to be logged out. Wait a few minutes before logging back in for the time for the system to clear out all the data, right? But that's not what we're going to do right now. I'm going to go back to the administrative panel. And to do this, I will go to my schools panel right here, click on the pencil, and this brings me back to the admin panel. So when you create a new school, there's a series of things you can do. The first thing you might want to do is get everybody else on board. That's really the goal here. So you want to make sure that teachers are invited and so they can participate. Now, remember, your goal when deploying Studio Go is to quickly get students planning their homework coming from Google Classroom and maybe entering their own. Now, and then to do that, you need students on board. And to get students on board, well, you kind of need teachers on board. Every time a teacher connects their classroom, all of their students get enrolled automatically, and then they just need to connect. So let's go through that way. Again, if you're the Google administrator, well, automatically all of your teachers will be onboarded and all of your students as well. So that'll make it even faster to set up. But we know it's not always the case. So I'll go to the Teachers tab here, and this is where I can invite teachers. And there's a few ways you can invite teachers. You can basically click on Invite Teachers here or there and enter email addresses and just add them, all manually or drag a list of emails right here, except that is maybe, more work on your part, right? If you want to put the onus on your teachers to join, you can do it this way. You can click on my school, sorry, go to your school, and you will have the teacher sharing code. Sorry, you don't click on My School, just click on General here. And you can copy this code and send an email off to your teachers saying, hey, go to Studio Go. And when they ask you for a code, just enter this code. And they'll go through the onboarding and then they connect their Google Classroom and all. So that's one way to do it that you might find easy, but many schools prefer inviting teachers directly to the school. So in which case you put their email in and it sends off an email to them. You still have to tell them to check for their emails, to click on the link and things like that. And then they'll be onboarded. Now, to connect once you've invited them, all they need to do is do exactly the same thing. Go to go.studio.app and log in with that same email, and they'll be onboarded. They'll be asked to connect their Google Classroom if that wasn't done for them already. There you go. That's it. Now, before you invite your teachers, one thing that's really important, make sure they set up Google Classroom properly with all of their different classes. That'll save you some time uh, down the road. Although it's not critical, if they haven't done that, they can do it after, and things will populate automatically and sync. But it's probably a better way to do it is just to make sure everything's nice and clean, and then you invite your teachers and they connect their classroom. Okay, that'll be our next video.